I grew up heavily bullied. I got attacked, jumped. I didn't want to go to school because I felt defenseless. So when I started my walk with God, one of the hardest things that I had to do was let go of this anger. The fact that I felt defenseless almost all of my life, and I know a lot of you can relate to this. Before walking this path with God, I would snap on people. 2 years ago, there's not a single person walking this earth that can tell me something that I didn't like and would get away with it. I chose to take the pain of not being able to stand up for myself or the people around me and turned myself into a villain. And then I stopped and realized that's what the enemy wants. Now, I'm not going to sit there and lie to you and tell you that I'm completely healed. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Unfortunately, because of what I've seen the people around me go through, me being defenseless as well, I will never be stepped on ever again. And that's just the reality. Which is also the reason I don't like injustice, especially if I see it in front of me. But now on my walk with God, the way I handle that anger and pain is so different. When you start walking with God, everyone around you notices. They notice your energy shift. People notice that there's a certain light to you that's different from everything else they have seen. So now people's insecurities and inner demons start to show. And it all clicked to me when I read Proverbs 14:29. God says, whoever is slow to anger has great understanding. The moment you understand that this is a spiritual war and the enemy is trying to provoke you every day to drain you from the energy, is the moment you're going to put your anger away. And then it all hit me. The most powerful people walking amongst us are the people who have been through hell and back in this life and still choose to be kind. Scripture says that the loudest people in the room, the ones ready for a fight always, are the fools. The one who controls themselves, that's strength and wisdom. I also want you to look at it this way. Imagine trying to provoke somebody, trying to hate on somebody, and all they do is look you in the eyes with silence. That is scary. The moment you don't give the enemy the reaction, you become very dangerous because the enemy can never read you anymore. Silence confuses the haters because they don't know what to expect from you. And everything started to make much more sense when I started training martial arts and getting really close to God. Proverbs 16:32 says, better a patient man than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes over a city. God is literally saying, yeah, a warrior who conquers nations is impressive, but a man or a woman who can control their anger is unstoppable.